moving on. Before we get to the bullshit, we got to drop. Now we all in the gym looking for his man. That's hilarious. Before we get to the bullshit, ladies, we're gonna drop a couple gems for the ladies as far as fitness.
Okay.
And y'all opinion from what y'all learned and y'all expertise from fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all tell the ladies why it's important for them to lift weights, build muscle, do yoga, stretch?
Yeah.
Anything, it's important for men too, but if y'all can give something to ladies specifically, and me and Tim can handle the shit for the guys. That pops up.
Why can't we speak to the guys?
Y'all can speak to the guys too. Feel free.
Okay.
So for me, like, think of your body as women.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Play-Doh. And the weights sculpt that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need the weights to build the shape that you want. Literally,
absolutely.
I did not start seeing real results, until I start putting weight on that rack.
See that definition.
You gotta push yourself. You gotta, like, it's not cute. It's not cute. You gonna sweat.
They said lightweight.
It gets gritty.
Ugly.
They said lightweight, high reps though.
The trenches get gritty.
You do lightweight, high reps when you get to a certain point. When you get into a certain point, you cannot build.
But they don't want to look like a man though.
Nah, it's not. You're not gonna look like a man. Everybody keep posting this Lori Harvey back. How you think she got that?
No, that's facts.
It looked good.
Some of that could also be genetics, and some of that could also be Pilates and workouts. She
got, like, you know that picture when she leaned over with the dimples in the back, like
facts.
You lifting weights. It's not just Pilates. Like, she do that now, but
that's
now everybody's a Pilates princess now. But that's not. You could do Pilates along with your weights. You gotta be muscle mommies too. Like, you gotta lift the weights. Like, I'm just telling my friend, like, even my girl who do my lashes, she was like, "Oh, I don't want to do cardio. I'm gonna wear a waist trainer for these 8 hours while I do my lashes."
Oh my gosh!
Why are you doing that? And I'm surprised your trainer is not telling you not to do that.
Will, can I get the camera real quick?
It's not healthy.
Oh my god!
No,
listen, ladies, if y'all
want to sweat,
I don't want to wear.
They want the quick fix, man.
They don't want to sweat. They don't want to work. It's ugly. Like I said, it's not
ladies, if y'all spent your whole 20s accumulating fat and early 30s, depending on how old you are. You're not getting rid of the fat off some damn waist trainer, off of pushing the fat in. You got to burn that shit off. You have to put yourself in a caloric deficit. You got to build some muscle and burn the fat off. The waist trainer is not burning the fat.
It's not doing that.
So a lot of girls, they come in my DM arguing with me. Well, my friend, she sculpted her waist with a waist trainer. No, the fuck she didn't. She was in the gym too. Like, stop doing that shit, ladies. If you see anything on Instagram or TikTok selling that shit to you, they're lying. Any quick fix, anything like that. The reality is you got to put the work in. Fellas too. Fellas be buying the little waist trainer shit too. I did a couple podcasts on that. That shit's not going to work, y'all. So y'all can continue.
Nah, that's it for me. Like I said, I didn't see a difference. And I hate to say it.
Say that shit.
In the kitchen. Like, I was trying so hard literally to get around the nutrition, but literally
the nutrition is 90% of this shit.
And I'm not saying you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You can get the body that you want. You don't have to eat the same thing every day, because I cook every day because I cannot do it. But I will cook clean every day because I can't do it. But like I told her earlier, I don't even crave like the junk no more because I started eating like
because you've been so disciplined over a period of time.
She is to doing the show though. That's that show.
She sounds like a competitor to me.
It's
giving competitor. It's giving stage presence.
It's true though. And I was so against it. Like, I can eat this and I'm gonna just lift it out. You cannot outlift a bad diet. Like, it's so
can't.
You hear so much, but it's so.
It's cliche, but it's facts.
I gained 20 pounds over the summer. From June to now, 20 pounds, but it's all like healthy. I did it slow. But it was all nutrition.
What you sitting at right now? As far as
my goal is 165.
Nice. Where you at right now?
162. I'm so close.
That's solid though. That's solid. Shout out to you.
But that was all nutrition. That was lifting weights, literally.
So you're eating more. So carbs didn't make you fat.
No. You know what? You know what was the issue? You know what was the issue?
What's the issue?
I was not eating enough carbs. Like, I cut out. Well, I was doing no carb dinners.
Get close for this one.
No carb dinners.
Right?
Okay.
But
there's nothing wrong with no carb dinners.
But that turned
your last
into
meal, no carbs.
Proteins and veggies.
I wasn't sticking. No weight was sticking to my body. I was tight, but I was not gaining any weight. But when I added, a quarter cup of carbs, boom.
What you was doing? You was doing the sweet potato. You was doing the brown rice. What you was doing?
So I started with jasmine rice, just straight jasmine.
Okay.
And then I went to red, but then I went to sweet because sweet has more. Sweet is the best.
The complex carbs.
Yes. And it's the lady that does my preps at the gym. She switched me.
Okay.
And it was crazy that she looked at my body like, I'm gonna give you sweets this week. I'm gonna give you a little bit. I'm gonna give you.
That's the difference between a real nutritionist.
That's a real nutritionist. I was gonna be like, that's a real
nutritionist.
nutritionist.
Looking at me like, you a little bloated. I'm gonna give you all seafood this week, and I'm like, call me fat, give it to me. You know what I'm saying? But thank you. Yeah, I'll eat it.
It's giving competitive.
Ladies, and men, y'all gotta.
I just wanted to see what my body could do.
Y'all gotta eat food. Y'all gotta eat food, man. Y'all trying to starve yourselves. But if you go to the gym and you're building muscle and you're actually burning calories, you have to eat. You gotta refuel your body. And I had a girl the other day.
Like a linebacker.
Huh?
My friends tell me I eat like a linebacker.
Yeah,
that's how much
I eat 6 times
a day.
Much
you got
because your body's hungry.
And you got it. You know that food is going to help you sustain the muscle that you're building through the weights.
And
you know, so they go hand in hand.
And be like, "Oh, I ain't eating enough today."
And when you build the muscle, you're gonna burn more calories at rest. You're gonna burn more calories out of the day, so your body's gonna want to eat. So don't do no damn 48-hour fast.
And that cardio, just gives you the room to eat.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like, you're not losing no weight. You have to do a certain amount of cardio. You're not like she said. I don't want to lose weight from doing cardio. You do not lose weight from cardio.
Yeah, you're gonna lose shape.
It literally gives you
so you look
the
like
leeway
SpongeBob.
to eat what you need to eat.
So y'all losing y'all butt and y'all want to be curvy. Black women, like Latina women, mostly who watch this podcast, y'all want to be curvy. Y'all want to look a certain way. So just doing the cardio, like you're not even achieving the result that you want.
Stop running on the treadmill.
And women, stop believing this misconception, whereas though if you lift weights, you're gonna look like a man or resemble a man. That's really holding you back from achieving any body goals that you say you have, because you listen to all this bullshit, all these fabrications saying that you lifting heavy weights or weights in general is going to have you looking masculine, and that's far from the fact. You know what I'm saying? There's many women out here that's lifting weights and they look 10 times better. Their body's more defined, more sculpted. They can wear what they want to wear. You know what I'm saying? They don't gotta really pick and choose because they can't fit certain shit, and it's because of the weights. They in the gym, they getting right, and they not believing the bullshit out here.
Better. It looks so much better.
It looks so much better.
You don't have to wear that body shaper or that whatever you put on under your dress. You just put the dress on, and your body shapes the dress.
And when y'all
don't need to do that.
When y'all see these ladies on Instagram with these big ass muscles, like one, you're not putting in the type of work they're putting in.
Yeah,
you're not eating how they're eating
at all.
And you ain't been doing the shit as long as they've been doing it. So it's physically impossible for you to look like that. Yeah. Me and Toon don't look like that. So how the fuck you think you about to look like that?
Don't nobody look like that 365 days a year. Like they're on seasons and off seasons.
At all.
What I want to say to women I want to talk about fitness, and then I'm going to get my good wellness tidbit too. But fitness, as far as women, work out, increase your trunk strength, increase your pelvic, that area strength, but also like working out can regulate your cycle. We talk about sexual reproductive health. That's another whole.
But they're supposed to take a week off when their cycle comes.
No, I still work out during my cycle.
Listen, that after the week, that week after the cycle, if you worked out through it,
But like,
that's the best
think about like, especially for Black women,
sure.
Like we're not taught to, get serious about our womb health and all these types of things, or all these ailments that a lot of us deal with that's not really taught to us as young women. But like, if you work out, and I know Samaya talked about this too when she came on and talked to you, but like, that's very important, increasing your trunk up. If you want to have children, that can help with the birth of the child. All of these things like
healthy
working
deliveries.
out. Yeah, working out during pregnancy.
Listen, hold that thought real quick, because I have a pregnant client. She's like 7 months, like her belly big as hell. And so many women are like, "Why do you have her in here doing this?"
It's
that baby gonna shit out.
Do people know who?
That baby gonna shoot.
Do people know who Tia Toomey is?
People are unaware.
Do people know who Tia Toomey is? She's one of the best. She's one of the best CrossFitters. One of my favorite CrossFit athletes.
Tia Claire.
Yes, Tia Claire Toomey. And she's been the CrossFit champion for how many years in a row?
Yep.
And she got pregnant. She took a year off.
I did a podcast on her.
Yeah, and she was working out during her pregnancy, and now she just competed in her first games, I think the last year, but like she's slated to come back and be the champion again.
Wow.
Within the next year, but she's one of my favorites. Like women, our bodies, like we're so amazing. And what's the girl name on Instagram? She's a trainer in Atlanta. I love her. She's a mother. She's pregnant now. She's more like a power lifter, CrossFitter. Her husband are trainers. What's her name?
Oh, I thought she was
2
the
weeks
girl from
out.
Australia.
No, I'm playing.
No, she's not pregnant right now. But I don't remember her name, her Instagram name, but she's amazing too. She's worked out through every single one of her pregnancies. Yeah. And I think she's a really good
it's a lot.
role model for like women who, especially Black women. You know, when it comes to like motherhood and all that stuff and working out through their pregnancies, and she do heavy lifts.
It's a lot of benefits to working out during your
pregnancy. But like
lifts.
that's one thing I want to say. Another thing I want to say about fitness, I saw this on social media the other night, and I try not to comment on things just because.
Let's talk about.
I have a brand, and it just.
I can comment on
people
it for you.
doing people lifting on empty stomachs. That's something that grinds my gears. And yes, I can talk about this because I am a certified law enforcement fitness coordinator. We want to talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
But like, do not ever work out on an empty stomach. Like you, as much as you work out, you need fuel to feed your muscles. Because if you don't work out, your body starts to build on fat, and that's why you're not losing weight, and that's why you're plateauing, and that's why you're gaining weight. But also, if you're going to do something fasted, do fasted cardio, but eat after you do your cardio, and then take like 10, 15 minutes, and then work out.
And I had a girl the other day. I just said 48-hour fast. One of my clients did that dumb shit because she doesn't listen to me. But anyway, she came to the gym right after the 48-hour fast, and like
she was probably sick.
She barely could lift. Yeah. And I was like, look, that's why I told you not to do it. And what people don't realize is, especially women, food is fuel. Like that is our energy, especially carbs. Carbs is our energy, right? You can't function in life without that. So you trying to, lose weight fast and not giving your body energy, a disaster is going to happen. You're going to crash. You got to be there for your kids. You got to be there for work. You got to be there for your spouse. You got to be there for your family, whatever.
You got to be there for yourself.
You got to have
first. Be there for yourself.
You got to be there
for yourself. Most importantly, you got to have energy. So I'm glad you brought that up.
So that's those are things that that I'm very serious about. Do not work out fasted ever. Mm-hmm. I don't care if you eat yogurt,
a banana.
Yeah, yogurt and apple, yogurt and half a banana. If you eat half a Pop-Tart, that's a great pre-workout meal. Half a Pop-Tart. Like get some sugar. Be careful telling these motherfuckers. Get a little bit of sugar.
Yeah, don't tell people about
I said half a Pop-Tart.
That shit's so bad.
All they heard was Pop-Tart.
I know they're bad.
Pop-Tarts are. I used to eat them bitches all the time.
I
try to read the ingredients. I'm like, this is garbage.
No, I know, but I haven't had it.
Will back there talking about he about to get some Pop-Tart.
Listen, if I don't have
good though, but that shit is trash.
If I don't have nothing to eat, I'm gonna eat a half a Pop-Tart.
I eat a half. If I have shit else,
if I didn't have nothing else before I worked out, I would eat half a Pop-Tart. If I didn't have nothing else, I would eat half a Pop-Tart. And now moving on to the yoga and wellness side. Once again, strengthening our core, our pelvic area, our trunk, strengthening your trunk, just to support your hips. Open up your hips because our hips are the foundation of the body. The hips, allow us to move certain ways. So when our hips are tight, our hips are taut, they're uneven, misbalanced, whatever it may be, that produces other ailments within the body.
I'm glad I need to get back. I need to get with you.
If you have knee issues, if you have ankle issues, if your back is bothering you, all these things are truly connected.
Yes, and a lot of people be like, my lower back hurt.
My lower back hurt when you're doing RDLs. I'm like, my first question is like, how often do you stretch? Exactly. And I look at them, there's like, okay, that's the answer right there.
My clients always be like, am I doing this wrong? My back hurt.
Your back hurt because your hamstring is tight as fuck.
Well, yeah,
your lower back tight as shit.
But if your hamstrings are if your hips are probably tight, it's probably literally just rolling up on everything, like rolling up your hamstrings, rolling up your quads, your IT band, all of this stuff just runs up. That's all connected. So that's why I tell people better sleep at night. You're not sleeping good at night. People probably sleeping on their stomach. That's not really good to sleep on your stomach. You want to probably sleep on your side, put a pillow in between your knees, or sleep on your back and put a pillow under your knees if you need something to support you.
Damn, I'm learning today.
Excuse me, but these are just some things to think about, and we also hold trauma. We hold stress in our hips, so that just affects us a lot of ways. But really, and like I said, stretching. Our muscles are encased in fascia. A lot of people don't know this. So fascia is very tight, thin layers of muscle, and encases our muscle, the actual muscle. The fascia encases the muscle. So if you stretch, that increases the fascia. Basically, your muscles probably go 5% more. Maybe. But these are just some things to think about. Like I tell all my bodybuilder friends.
These are facts.
If you stretch, you'd be surprised. A lot of people can't even do this.
If you stretch, your muscles gonna grow. Yeah. Because you're allowing proper blood flow.
You want to grow your glutes, you gotta stretch. I did not always look like this. I've always been transparent in my fitness journey. I used to wear double zero in high school. I used to be very small. And then went to college, blew up. Nobody told us we was fat. Yeah.
Freshman.
Listen,
freshman 15.
I got freshman 30. I went to Penn State. I was eating steaks every night.
Freshman
Okay.
4.
I had a very good
freshman
meal
30.
plan.
That's one and done.
Yes.
That's
I was
that's
lottery. I was
pick.
drinking.
Lottery pick.
You
I
off
was
the streets
drinking
with
all
me.
the time though. Like I was drinking, turning up, eating bad, eating late at night, eating McDonald's and all that stuff, but like also eating really good. We could eat anytime. We had an unlimited meal plan at school. So like, and then I got home, go through a whole fitness transformation, but my body didn't really start to change till I got serious. Then I did my show. I went down to 115. I went on stage. So I went from 160 to 115.
Ridiculous.
So like
they said black women can't lose weight though.
But seeing how your body changes like that, but then after the show, I'm not gonna be 115.
They said the diets work different for black women than white women.
That?
No, who said that?
I almost got canceled for that. That's
I've heard that somebody ignorant said that.
Victoria Cooper, look her up.
I don't know who that is.
She was on a show when she said.
I might have Will bring it up after our clips if we got time. But yeah, they tried to cancel me for that.
But yeah, like my body has changed, and like even now, like I'm at 165 maybe. I have last time I weighed was up like 2 weeks ago. I was 164, but like I fluctuate in off season 165, 170, but it's muscle, and I built this body. I never used to have a behind, a butt, right? And now
you was out here flat back.
Yeah, I was. But I was. You seen my body change in the gym, like you seen when I was in prep. Like you saw how my body. I was small, and then I got off the stage, and then I got that weight back. And like body dysmorphia is a thing, but then you learn to embrace your body, love your body, and now I'm learning to have a healthy off season, right? Even though I took a year off from training this year because I was supposed to compete last year, but didn't get to. But even though I was just eating things out, now I've been enjoying my life because I was on a meal plan for a year. Like that's super strict.
Super strict.
And like I've been enjoying my life, but I haven't lost it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not telling people when people are like, oh, I'm gonna have a cheat day. No, you have a cheat meal. And if you have a craving for something, just eat it.
There's no such thing as a fucking cheat day.
Yeah, your stomach, you're gonna be hurting too bad.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna regret
no
that
such
shit.
thing as a cheat day.
There is though, because once that cheat meal becomes plural, cheat meals, then it turns into a cheat day. Because at that point, you've been like, "Fuck it."
No,
you
I'm
sound
saying,
like a philosophizer over here.
Dead ass though.
I'm just saying.
I mean, that shit.
People always ask, when can I have a cheat
You
day?
you definitely gonna pay
you
for
eat
it.
that one bad thing, you be like, oh no.
That's what I'm saying. If you really eating healthy, you wouldn't want it. And then people be like, when can I have a cheat day? I'm like, you've been cheating for the past 30 years.
That's why we having this conversation now, right?
You had your cheat days.
So that's my advice.
Cut that shit out.
It was a little long-winded, but like I'll be really passionate about this stuff because I live yoga. That's all that's encompassed.
And it's funny that we're on the subject of stretching because a lot of people take stretching for granted, but it's one of those things like if you know, not only does it allow proper blood flow and oxygen to get to certain muscle groups, but it allows for muscle development.
Yeah.
And more importantly, it just leaves you less susceptible to potential injury in the gym.
Yes.
You can have the most perfect form. You can have the weight belt. You can have the ankle straps. Don't fucking matter. If your muscles is tight, what happens is once you start, engaging in heavy weight, the weight don't even got to be heavy though. But if you have a lack of mobility within your muscles, your body has to overcompensate for lifting that weight. You know what I'm saying? That's why the next day you like, oh my gosh, I can barely walk. Or, oh my gosh, I was struggling walking up the stairs is because, your muscles had to overcompensate for the lack of functionality and flexibility. And it's like, now it's like drawing from anywhere. There's nowhere to draw from.
And think about it as athletes, like me and you, former athletes at Division I level, our bodies are tight. So imagine somebody
and I took that shit for granted back then.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine somebody who had a desk job. They were a regular student. They never stretched or
never did
shit.
Like,
they just been big backing stacking it that belly for years for the past decade.
Yeah.
So it's really important to not only get on your fitness game and stretch.
Big back and stacking is
that's crazy.
Yeah, y'all know who
that's
big
chaotic.
back and stacking? Do I need to pull up some examples?
If your back is big at this point, you know what a big back
Let's
is.
not do that.
We live in the fitness age.
Y'all know what a big back is. Don't act nice on this podcast, Tia, because I know you.
When your pants can barely button.
What?
I'm just saying, if you know what a big back is.
I wrote about this on Thursday. I was like,
you've talked to me about
I was like, yoga Tiara and real life Tiara are the absolute same person, but gym Tiara, I'm an asshole because like when we lift, it's a different
story.
Yeah,
I'm sure you're like that too. I don't know you as well as her, but I'm sure you're like that too.
Oh, she was mad at me earlier in the gym.
Why? What happened? What you do?
we was doing legs, and we was doing hamstring curls, and I was like, flex your toes. She was like, I was like, bitch, flex your toes. What the fuck?
Don't lift with yogis. Fuck
I don't
out
play
of here.
that shit.
Somebody tell me flex my toes.
Because that's how you
Hey,
activate the
outta
muscle.
here. I'm lifting this weight. This shit hurts.
No, because then you start using your back, and you're not activating.
Oh,
your
I see what you're
hamstrings.
saying now. Now I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I watch bodies like that's.
No,
what
you're
I
right.
do. Like I
I
watch
feel
bodies.
that. I feel that.
No, she wasn't mad at me though, but
She
I knew
probably
I was
like
getting on her
shut up.
nerves. Yeah, she was
All
probably
right.
like this raggedy.
Let
bitch.
me acknowledge these comments real quick. And Alex talking about stand on business. Alex, shut up there, dog. Like
Pop-Tarts.
Oh, she's
bro,
here?
like
Fuck.
waist trainers are trash and a waste of money. Absolutely. Shout out Glam Rock.
Times out, I wear my waist trainer.
No,
I wear
but
my sweatband during cardio.
Hold on, I wear my waist trainer.
Hold up. Let's make this clear. You're wearing a waist trainer, but you live an active lifestyle. You know,
only wear it in the gym.
You know how to meal plan. You know how to meal prep. You wear it in the gym.
I only wear it in the gym.
You're not standing around eating Pop-Tarts and Cheez-Its
no.
with your waist trainer on, thinking some shit's about to happen.
Thinking some shit about to go
Drinking
down.
Hennessy every night. And
Hennessy.
And wearing your waist trainer to H Street and U Street. You know what I'm saying? Under your dress. There's a difference.
Your sweet sweat joint.
So, exactly. And you rubbing the sweet sweat on your belly too, hoping to sweat it out while you twerking and shit at the fucking.
You seen that before?
Anyway,
you spoke on you were very specific in that situation.
I've seen it all. I've seen it all. I've seen a lot of shit.
The waist trainer with the buckles at the club.
You think? Are you kidding me? Women have confessed to me that they do that shit.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, it might help with their posture. Okay.
Back to these comments.
Sorry.
Dude must really be a creep. He made show lineup. Yeah, Toon, your man's a creep.
I really want to know who this
didn't know
person
dudes
is.
wore waist trainers. They might as well wear granny panties to the gym there. But yeah,
That's me.
I mean, it is what it is. Facts. Weights don't turn a woman into a man. Surgery does that.
Whoa.
Come on, bro.
Wait.
Besides women,
He right though. He right there. Whoever said
that
they
was
right
not
though.
nice.
He said women who will lift weights are awesome. We're not gonna acknowledge the other part.
Weights don't turn surgery to weights don't turn women into men. Surgery does.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's accurate.
That logic
I mean,
is not accurate.
It's very accurate. Though.
It's 2023.
So
it's off subject.
So if a woman got breast implants, she turns into a man.
That's not the surgery he's talking about.
Not the surgery. He's talking about like gender.
He clearly knows that has nothing to do with this conversation.
He's clearly trying to get me canceled.
That's way left. Way left field.
He should get blocked.
Fat Boy Slim said Pop-Tarts. That's hilarious.
Hence the name.
Yeah, get off that. Don't eat, leave them Pop-Tarts alone. But if your name Fat Boy Slim, you need to leave them Pop-Tarts alone, bro. Do I know you in person, Fat Boy Slim? Do I know you in real life? Who is that? Who is that? And then Alex laughing. Alex, you're a clown, bro.
Brown sugar
All right, we got one more question before we get to the clips. Ladies,
yes.
Pet peeves in the gym. That can be guys trying to holler at you. That could be anything. People not wiping the machines off.
I don't like when people ask if I'm using a piece of equipment that's across the room. If I'm squatting, don't ask me if I'm using an arm, something. Like, no,
he probably just wanted to talk to you.
Of course.
But that's what women do.
Women do that shit too.
Women, so if a guy's doing that, that's corny. That's lame game, bro.
The only thing I've ever said to a guy is, how many sets you got left?
I don't even say that.
Because they just sitting on the machine wasting time.
I literally don't like when people
Can I get in with you? What's up? Because you wasting my time. You on your phone. You gonna lift or what?
He gonna say you try to holler at him.
No.
I honestly don't like when people talk to me at all.
You an introvert?
In the gym?
Yeah. If I'm lifting.
Facts.
Catch me in the parking lot. If
no,
you want to say something.
Don't do that either.
But
talk to me at all.
I would respect that more.
With that being said, though, do you ever give any indicators that you like feeling a dude? You said it before that like, you had a gym crush that you stared at. He never looked at you. So with that being said, that gives.
See, she didn't tell the whole story.
That gives the
no. You see, she didn't tell the whole story. She said he did speak to her eventually.
Okay,
but I feel like gym crushes aren't real, right? It's just like I really don't want to talk to my gym crush. I just like the idea of having it. Like,
because it's like don't have your cake and eat it too, or like don't shit where you just like don't shit where you eat.
I don't really want to talk to you for it. You just look good.
You just look good. It's eye candy.
And I see you in here consistently. Like, my gym crush in here today.
Gym crushes never lead to it.
Exactly. That's why I really don't want to talk to my gym crush.
That makes sense.
You don't think so?
I think it's just literally just the crush.
You had a gym crush, Chris? Man, that was a tongue twister.
I never had no gym crush.
You had a gym crush.
You never had a gym crush?
I never had a gym crush, man. you know.
Look me
Like
dead in my
ever in your
eyeballs and
life.
say that.
As
Stop
long
the
as
cap.
you didn't press the button.
Press the button.
Stop the cap. Fuck out of here.
As
Of
long
course,
as-
of course I've had a
Fuck
gym
outta
crush
here.
before. Of course I have.
Everybody.
So,
has.
but
No, I'm gonna be honest. The most beautiful women are in the gym to me. Like
100%.
I be seeing some of the most beautiful women in the gym, but I mean, it's never led to anything permanent for me. So I really don't pay too much mind to women in the gym. Like I could just
But I feel like also you have to move a certain way because you're a trainer and like that's
Yeah.
your brand and your business.
like I can just appreciate the beautiful woman, beautiful body, beautiful face, and keep it moving. Like I don't got to say nothing to her. You know, that's just me.
Okay.
Some dudes feel like they have to. but,
Respect.
yeah.
I think my pet peeve on top of like I really don't like when people talk to me in the gym, but my biggest pet
Same.
peeve is being in the gym, especially when it's crowded and people are just sitting on a machine. Like
Oh my fucking god.
That's when I go up there and like, bro, what's
that's why I be like, how many sets you got left?
You got
I'll do this to men or women. Excuse me, how many sets you got left? Okay, can I hop in or like what's up?
like what
I
like,
do that
what
too.
we got going. I
Like
do
what's
it
up?
too. You know
I
what I'm
learned to
saying?
become
do
like
that
not
too.
a bully, but like really like
Assertive.
Yeah.
You got
Because-
to.
Gotta be.
I might only have an hour to work out, but you just sitting here bullshitting. Like I need to work, and then my pre-workout is on my ass. That shit on my neck, and
Yeah.
And you
I-
sitting there.
and you just sitting there taking up time. That's one of my biggest.
I
pet
feel
peeves.
that.
That's why I like gyms where people's more serious. You know what I'm saying? Like I like gyms.
Oh, that's why
where
I love the
people's-
gym I'm
Well,
at now.
you know what though? Oh, 1 second. Note to self: mean mug every female in the gym. Gotcha. Come on, hey,
Nobody
come
said
on.
that.
Come on, bro. You ain't got. Come on, bro. You ain't got to do all that, bro.
Not me.
It's not
You ain't got
about.
to mean mug
It's not
'em.
about being rude, but it's also about just having discernment
But-
and read the room.
But I will
That's
say,
men or women. Read the room.
Read the room.
I will
Like
say-
be an adult. Read the room. It's
I
not
will-
that serious.
yeah, I feel you. But I don't have a mean mug, but I don't be paying attention to.
Yeah, I be in my own world.
I don't. Yeah, I definitely be in my own world in the gym. Like I'm not.
And I got them Apple Apple AirPod Maxes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear anything.
The noise canceling.
Oh
You know
my
what else I
gosh.
don't like?
I might
When
need to try
people
them.
come and try to like give you suggestions.
And I didn't ask for it.
Oh my fucking
like,
god!
oh, maybe you should try these instead of that.
Oh,
How
maybe
the
you
fuck you know I
should-
don't do that?
That's
I'm not doing that today.
People do that with my clients.
That's a
bruh.
weak
Like,
angle. That's a weak angle for
I
a
don't
man
like
to try
that.
to. If you try and talk to a woman, fellas, don't pull that.
like
Don't pull that gimmick. That's
Mhm.
going.
She don't want you to. She don't want to train her, bro.
I just think like sometimes when guys
She
see us
looks
in the
better than you,
gym,
bruh.
they might not think we know what we doing.
Yeah, or
But it's just like, sir, I've been lifting for
you
however
need
long,
help?
and
Did
I
I
also
ask for help?
bodybuild. Like I didn't
you
ask
need
for
a
your
spot.
help.
But
Did I
that
ask you
that
for
comes
a
down to
spot?
reading the room. You know what I'm saying? But some niggas will try to pull that angle anyway and think they about to get somewhere.
Let me
You're
tell
not
y'all
getting
one
nowhere,
thing. I
bruh.
just thought about this. I will always remember this because I was like, yo, this creeped me out. I was in prep for my show, my first show.
What happened?
This was pre-pandemic. And I was doing, in goals where the dumbbells are.
Yeah.
I was doing upper body. And I was walking over to my trainer to ask him a question. And there was a guy.
What happened?
I'm walking
What's his
past
name?
him. I don't know him. I don't know his name.
What do you look like?
He was light skinned. That's all I remember. And super like really, really light skinned. And he was like,
Of
I like the way you work out. And I was like, huh? He's like, I know you see me watching you when you work out. And I'm like, actually, no. Like I really am in my own world. And I walked up to my trainer and I was like, bro, like, who is that? Like, or it would be the case where like I would be lifting, my trainer would be training me, and guys would try to talk to me while my trainer's training. I'm like, that's rude. But I remember that because it was so many of my friends, like my guy friends, standing right there when it happened, and I was like, bro, did y'all hear?
Fellas, what the fuck y'all be on?
Yeah, this was like pre-pandemic goals before
Right,
everything
hey,
shut
fellas,
down.
y'all gotta stop that weird shit, man.
But I've been at goals forever,
I
so
don't
I've
think people
seen a
know
lot
how
of
to
stuff.
You've seen the
Like I've
waves.
seen
You've seen the
everything. Yeah,
changes.
like
But that's crazy.
I'll experience
bro.
it all.
That's crazy, bro. And she's Fat Boy Slim. All she talking about the dude. I mean,
I don't know who the guy is.
listen, I ain't saying shit, bro. But look, fellas, y'all gotta cut that weird shit out.
But that's just another thing. Like,
That's terrible.
if you're gonna I was to give guys and even women this advice. If you see somebody in the gym that you find very attractive, highly attractive, fine. It's a time and a place for everything.
It's ways to do it.
Yeah, it's ways to like.
One thing women do, y'all act like, not y'all, but like this girl today, she was acting like she needed help adjusting the leg press, like the little seat and shit. And I'm standing right there, like,
That's funny as shit. I'll be like, look at this.
I'm like,
Oh, she was being a damsel in distress.
Nah, but I seen her look at me from across where the
Oh.
dumbbells was at,
You
and I was
you
at the
hit,
leg
bro.
press.
You
I
hit.
seen her. She looked at me, then she came over. Then she was having trouble with the joint. Like I'm not.
You're not stupid.
I helped her, but I
So
wasn't.
she never asked for your help.
She wanted to help.
Or you just like, hey, do you need help?
Nah, I didn't even say that. I just went up and helped her, like,
Excuse me.
and then went about my workout because I ain't feel like being bothered.
Do you guys pull these techniques or these stunts whenever
Not
you
that.
feeling that guy?
You might as well,
I want to know what y'all. I want to
shy.
know what y'all. I want to know what y'all do when y'all interested in a
I've
man. Be
never-
like, damn,
I've
that nigga look
never-
good.
and
Or
if you're not trying to unbig that back, don't watch the podcast. If you ain't trying to get rid of that belly, don't watch the podcast.